Hello and welcome to 𝗬𝘂𝗧. Here you're going to find nothing less than genuine, unedited gameplay and fact-based, honest reviews. All that I ask from you in return is that you comment below what your thoughts are on the game and what you liked or what you think is missing from it.
We laboured to rid the Church of England of the vestiges of papal influence. Despised as Puritans, we suffered persecution and were forced into exile. In the year of our Lord 1620, we left Europe on a religious mission to establish a godly government. In Plymouth, we boarded Mayflower, an ark that would carry us to the promised land. Soon, we were besieged on all sides by the treacherous ocean. Scurvy and fear of imminent death accompanied us for the remainder of our journey. We barely reached the New World alive after months on the high seas. The fear of retribution plagued our minds. Our countrymen had already warred with local tribes over this land. Many of us, too, believed we were not destined to share it. Famine and sickness struck our colony. We resorted to stealing food from the natives. The whole settlement feared the violent wrath of their war parties. Instead, one of them befriended us. 𝗦𝘂𝗯𝘀 spoke our language. Despite previously having suffered in slavery at the hands of our kind, he arranged for us to trade with the people of the First Light, thus saving our very lives. They introduced us to the beauty and bounty of our unforgiving surroundings, but most settlers still refused to see them as equals. Others would only deal with them if they commit to his word. Shall peace be sustained by sturdy plowshares or instruments of warfare?
So guys, this is Colonize, the King Requires Your Services. It's just called Colonize on Steam. 17th century RTS game. Seems right up my alley. Brilliant intro. Very much like the story sort of being sold right at the beginning there. I think this is going to be an interesting game. It's from developers Rembrasoft and from publishers Creative Forge Games, who have produced some really impressive games of late, many of which I have covered, and they have sent me this key today so that I can showcase it for you. So if this is something you think you might be interested in, then sit down, put your feet up, grab a cup of tea, maybe not in that order, and join me as we get stuck in. I haven't played the game before, this is my first look, so let's go into settings, English, Celsius, WSAD 0123, move up and down is plus and minus. Move up and down, it's interesting. Close window is escape. We're at 4K, everything seems to be on high. Audio seems good. Keep the changes. I'm already liking the music that's behind the game. Seems quite impactful, sort of classical but cinematic at the same time. I like it. It's impressive. I guess I better start with the tutorial. I do like this artistic style as well. So obviously we're the Mayflower. You may know the story, you may not. I know bits and bobs of the story, but heading to America, the New World, and trying to colonize the local Red Indians. Welcome, Governor. The first colonies were about survival in the wild, an inhospitable environment of New England. Deaths were frequently caused by hunger and many diseases. In our game, Colonize, we try to bring the difficult lives of the first colonists closer to the modern day. Cool, so it's going to be challenging. There's Plymouth there. So what will your role be? You are the governor of the first permanent successful colony, Plymouth, but successful and survival were not certain for the first years following its establishment. Your job as governor is to take care of your people so that they always have enough food, warm clothes, and most importantly, income to repay our debt to the home company that paid for the trip on the Mayflower. Interesting. There's a lot of stuff up the top here. Looks like we've got 11 people. Annoyingly, my webcam is blocking half of that. So that could be a bit of a problem. And I'm noticing straight away that the UI is tiny on 4K. I don't know if there's a way to improve that, but we'll have a look. 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝗏 or 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝗏, an English-speaking Native American, a member of the 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃 tribe, was our chief advisor in these first months. Without his help, we could never have survived. So watch out and follow his advice. Let's start by building the colony. First of all, the people have already built storage where we can store all building materials or goods that cannot be kept in the cellar, which they have also built for the storage of food. Move the camera around, WSAD. Do I have to do it with that as well? Okay. Do the same thing with the right mouse button. The quick navigation, you can click anywhere on the minimap. Roger that. Rotate the camera with Q and E. Looks like I can zoom in, but I can't tilt. Zoom in and out. Yes, that all works. Open the building window. Left click to build a woodcutter. See, I can't even see. I don't know what that is. It's so small. But okay, a woodcutter. Middle mouse button rotates it. Which means I now can't zoom out. Press Control to zoom in smaller steps. Yeah. Okay. Place a new building near the warehouse. Great distance. Okay. What's that seagull doing there? Just it's just stationary. Is that because the game's paused, perhaps? I'm sure it is. Let's build a farm field. Choose from the farm building menu. Okay, yeah. We must now change the working hours of the warehouse. Select the warehouse by clicking on it. And move the red arrow by clicking and holding it whilst moving the mouse from 5 to 11. What? Oh, okay. To change the start time of the workday, move the green arrow now from 9 to 6. Wait a minute, now I've got to do it from 10. I'm so confused. I can't really see what I'm doing, it's part of the problem. Change the game speed with the keys or click on the icon in the top left hand corner of your screen. So 1, 2 or 3. Here come the people. All in a line. Fair play. No individuality here. You can see there's the speed. They're going off to build in the middle of the rain. Bloody hell, that was quick. Okay, so instant build. I do like how the water, the rain is running off the roof like that. That's pretty awesome. I like that look. Same effect there. I wonder why that's open. That wood's gonna get wet. Alright, wait for the building to be built. So yeah, it doesn't look like you can tilt the webcam up. So it'd be less of an angle looking down. Not a fan of that. Because I always feel like I want to be able to see where I'm going. And I can't zoom out far enough to really be able to see where I'm going, so I'm already hitting a few things I'm not keen on. Oh, look at this though. That is a gorgeous bit of modelling. Look at the detail on the Mayflowers. Is it a bear? I think it's a bear. That looks brilliant. Right. Select the cellar. Right click on a worker slot to reduce the number of available jobs at the building. Reduce it to 2. Now you have reduced the number of workers in the cellar. Workers you fired have already found a new job. Let's look at the woodcutter. Here are the fired workers from the cellar. Okay. So that's her. Auto job is on. Here you can see all the citizens. Select a random citizen by left clicking on their name. Red Winslow. You can select a citizen in this window. You can see all their properties. Click on the auto off button. You have turned off automatic job search according to building requirements. Click the pick up button. Now you can manually assign a citizen to any job position. Click on the farm. Left click on the free worker slot. See? The worker was added as a farmer. Let's plant a crop. Choose crop. Plant the crop in an empty field with the left mouse button. Oh. Have they all finished work? That's enough for now. Let's watch the farmer work. First, they plant the crop in the ground. Okay. This is the farmer here. Let me just go to settings here. Ah, there we go. UI scale. That's much better. Brilliant. That's a huge improvement already. I can actually see what I'm doing. I need well for crops. I need a well for crops. So now I'm going to build a well. And I guess I'll put it there. Because that's where it goes in and out. And speed up the process as much as possible. Here come the rabble. Oh, I see. She's wearing like a backpack thing. A couple of straps and a bit of wood tied together. That's pretty cool, actually. It's not just randomly long pieces of wood. It's proper. So these are the only settings I can change in game. Because I don't like how the camera rotates either. I prefer it to rotate the opposite way round, but anyway. Right, there's the well. This person is obviously carrying the roof. Ah. Ah. Okay, so you can see the crops have been planted. There's not many of them actually. Quite a small number. Oh, they haven't finished it yet. Okay, let's let them finish. So I can see we've got potatoes, corn, oh no, barley, tobacco, wheat, flour, bread, I'm guessing, corn, leather, stones, planks in weight, wood in weight. Right, we have a well now. The farmer will now harvest the crops. Let's let them work while we build a house for families. Oh, wow. The lady with large bosoms doing what ladies with large bosoms and babies do. Okay. I don't quite understand why, when he's carrying a massive long piece of wood, there needs to be a wood icon above his head as well. And the number 5. This seems like a pointless exercise. It kind of gets a bit blurry when I zoom in as well, which is weird. You see that? It's sort of hazy almost. Still. And the grass is coming through the floor. A minor issue. Ooh. So they use stone for the roof, it looks like. Should have brought myself a coffee. Right, there's the farmer with the water. Got a watering can, look. That seems rather modern. What was that? Okay, this house is nearly done. So it's kind of cool. They're off chopping the wood down and coming and doing the farming and stuff. So far, so good. Right. Click on the house to see if a couple has moved in. So this hasn't got much bigger. As you can see, new residents have occupied the new house. If they are happy enough, they will have a family. Some buildings have a circle of influence over the happiness of the colonists, so be careful not to build them near their homes. Health, happiness and energy change over the course of their lifetimes. And most importantly, they change according to your actions as governor of the city. You have to provide them with enough food and rest and a pleasant environment. Be careful, because if their hunger level drops to 0, the colonist dies. Okay, sell resource. So I've got some leather that I can sell for 10. So let's sell 25 or more leathers. So I got 50 coins for that, so we've got 50 coins. Let's build a pig farm and buy a couple of piglets. Okay. Build pig farm. Wait for the workers to build a pig farm. Get level 3 speed, shall we? Right, select the pig farm. Buy piglets. Buy 4 piglets. Great, now you need a farmer to take care of the piglets. You seem to have a lot of workers in the warehouse. Select the warehouse. Reduce the number of workers. No. Also off. Pick him up. Drop him in the pig farm. Even though I've dropped him in the pig farm, it looks like the character is still stuck on the end of my mouse pointer. A bit silly. Oh, I see. Click on the pigsty, then click there. I get it. Okay. Yeah, it does. It gets blurry. That looks quite sharp. But when you get in really close, it just goes kind of blurry. I'm going to build a few roads. Okay. Helps the citizens to move a bit quicker. So. That's odd. Great, now we have to take care of the hungry people. Select the eating house. The innkeeper works mostly at night when your citizens are on free time. You can see who is currently present at the inn by viewing the guest list. This is also where your citizens will find a partner. If a citizen has little energy, they will go home. A long sleep is best for recharging energy. Congratulations, you just finished the basic game tutorial. Wow, that really was basic. Okay. So I guess new game. Roanoke, Bermuda or Plymouth. Difficulty medium. Bermuda is easy. And Plymouth is really hard. Lots of trees. More than 40 snowy days. Okay. Plymouth, the pivotal site in American history, was founded by Puritans in 1620, seeking religious freedom. Originally bound for Virginia, they landed in Massachusetts, discovered a suitable harbour, and established Plymouth. As governor, your role is to lead and safeguard the settlers, navigating the harsh winters and ensuring their survival and prosperity. So this is the hardest level. Let's have a go at this, shall we? Okay, so I've just grabbed myself a bit of a coffee. Not because I'm finding the game boring, but because I've had a long day and I'm a bit tired. And the game appears to be a bit of a slow burn at the moment. So that's fine. Just need a little bit of a pick-me-up to get my head in the right place. So let's resume. And here we are, back in the same situation that we were at the beginning. This time with no guidance. What does that do? Demolition, shop, statistics, build mode. So I can see that's a woodcutter now. I would put it near some trees. This is the problem. I can't now zoom out because zoom in and zoom out is the same key function as is rotate. So not a big deal. It's just a bit of a pain in the bum. That's all. So that's in there. We'll plonk a road or a path from that Oh, okay, that's very restrictive. Now, if I press control, there we go, so I can put an angle on it that I want. Okay, that seems to be working all right. So I've built that. What was the other thing I had to build? I had to build a little bit of a farm, didn't I? So we'll plonk a farm. I'll rotate it the other way this time. Try and leave the tree in place. We'll see what happens. Yep, no problem with that. And then I build a well that's more accessible for everybody. Right. So if I come out of build mode, you should see this starting to work, right? The work time is currently from 9 to 5, which is 8 hours. I think that's quite reasonable. 9 to 5. I may bring that down to 4. In fact, let's do 10 to 4. If I ever get my game development company up and running, that's the hours I propose to be running, 10 till 4. So that you miss the rush hour traffic on the morning and you miss the rush hour traffic in the evening. Just a short lunch maybe. Although most developers that I know, myself included, they'll just sit at their desks and continue working. It's just the way we are. Right, so every time I bring up the build menu, everything pauses, so that's worth noting. I don't know why it goes blurry when I get that zoomed in. Seeing that blurry further out. It may just be a bug. This is an early access game, by the way. It's not fully released. And it did come out on the 15th of February 2024. So it's not been out for that long. And I think it's okay at the moment. I think it's okay. Right. Bring this down to 2. I think that was one of the things I had to do, right? Click on the farm. Set priority to max. Oh, I see. So where were those two knobbing off to? They've gone in the cellar. Nobody's doing any work. You know what? I may just bring work time to 8 o'clock. Otherwise we're never going to get anything done, are we? It's perfectly bright and light at 8 o'clock in the morning, so why not? And they haven't got to commute to work, so it doesn't apply to them. I wonder if you can turn this additional, completely unnecessary icon off. What's this thing? Eggs. Weird looking egg. Firewood. Fish. Meat. Bread. Flour. Wheat. Barley, potatoes, corn, leather. Okay. Good stuff. There was something else I had to build as well, wasn't there? I forget what it was. Speed things up a bit. Now the thing is, do these individuals, pardon me, have attributes? Yes, they do. So strength, intelligence. I mean, so that's their skills. That's what they're currently doing, and this is their relationship status, so to speak. Right, so we're getting things done. Now there's going to be 40 plus wintry nights here, so we are going to need to be storing food and such. How much money have I got? I've got 100 money. fishery. Okay. You can't build it too close to the water, interestingly. But I will build a fishery. I think fishing is one of the best ever food source options in the history of man. Go. That done. We'll have a little piggery. And I'm thinking we'll get some breasts built. I mean a home built. Where's the breast place to put this? Sorry, once I start I can't stop. Never ending this 𝗬𝗏𝗀𝗀, I tell you. Right, in we go. Right, so I think that's everything that they made me build in the tutorial. So I've got to click on the farm. So we have 2 workers. And I'm going to grow wheat. And corn. That's pretty groovy. They're in there, they're digging, they're planting. So all seems fairly automated at the moment. No significant issues to speak of. We've only got 11 people. Somehow we've got to match them up. I think it's in there, isn't it? When they go in there, that's when they like the pub, basically, but without the alcohol. So that's open from 4 till 11. Say midnight, yeah. 4 to midnight. And that's the shelter. Right, so when people get together and become a couple, that's when they want the house. Kind of makes sense. I can rock and rollio with that. We'll build a second house then. Press control to rotate more slowly. Connect that up. Right, so we've still got 100 coins, which is good. And I'm assuming we're doing okay in terms of stuff. How much wood do we have? 42 units. Not really paying that much attention to anything at the moment. It's too early for that. I like how things are not getting built immediately. I like it when games take a bit of time to progress and whatnot. What the hell is that up there, look? Is that like the deep sea? It's the ocean, is it? Okay. And what do we have here? Like a little island. Bit of mountainous area. Oh, what's that? What is that? Fast, whatever it is. Is it a bear? I imagine we're going to have to protect ourselves against all sorts of wild animal out here. So I'm wondering now if there's like a research tree or something. We're running low on meat. We're running low on potatoes. I should have planted some potatoes maybe. Maybe I could build a second farm. Slot it into that gap there. That done. Problem, of course, is that they're not quite so near a well, so I'm thinking I'll build a second well over here. I can't remember what this was now. Maybe I'll build the well there. Maybe I'll build it there. No? I don't know. There looks good. Oh, you can't build there. It must be the edge of the farm. Okay, I think that'll do it. Okay. Come on, get up, you lazy sods. It's only 3 in the morning. So I've got myself a little cup of coffee with a smidge of chocolate. We're not sponsored by Galaxy, although if they choose to sponsor with us, that's fine. We can definitely rock and roll with that. Other chocolates are available. I used to be a Cadbury's man until the Americans bought it, and now I can't stand the stuff. It's like eating cheap, nasty Christmas chocolate. And this stuff's a bit rich for my liking as well, but it's better than Cadbury's. Right, an hour before wake up and go time. I like how the sun and the clouds and the shadows and everything transition. That's kind of cool. So we're very low on potatoes and meat. Oh, a pig farm. That's what this is. Right, so I seem to have that set to just a couple of people. I'm going to double that up. And effectively halve the amount of time it takes to build things. I do like how these RTS games are so equal rights all the time. Like, you got the women over here banging houses together and stuff. I very much doubt they were doing that back in the day, but you know, you never know. Right, looks like we got our first yield. Look at this. We've got loads of corn coming in, perhaps too much even. Blimey, we may have more corn than we have space for. He needs a well for crops. Now potatoes keep quite well, don't they? So I'm thinking potatoes and dry wheat. God, look at the fog coming out of nowhere. Yeah, look, we have got way too much corn. Am I going to have to build a second cellar? We'll get a chicken farm on the go. Right, let's set this to the highest priority so we can get those potatoes planted and sorted out. Cellar. Right, 2 cellars. If you've got 2 cellars, you're doing alright, I think. If you've got so much food, you need more than 1 cellar. And things aren't going too badly. 6 o'clock. I think maybe I'm going to have to make them work a bit longer, at least from the beginning. Eight to 6, that's 10 hours. It's a hard day's work, it really is, but they can do it. Cool, it looks like we've actually got a wood mill working now. Nearly got a couple of houses on the build. We have got one farm. Got an abundance of wheat and corn. Lacking in a few other areas though. So this site is going to grow again. Looks like it's at stage 2 of 8, which means that grows pretty bloody quickly. Normally get maybe just one yield a year, not one yield a day. That seems a bit fast. It's down here 1620 June, so I think every day is a month perhaps. Which is a bit of an odd way of doing it, I have to say. Right, I see a massive problem. We need planks of wood, and we don't have any. Okay, right, now I'm starting to see the system. So we need a sawmill, quite urgently. That has to be the priority. So we need wood, we need stone, and we need planks. We're okay for stone. So hope I haven't left it too late. See, look, these are nearly ready for harvesting again already. Crazy. Oh, that wind. That sounds awfully wintry. Oh, as I said it. In comes the bad weather. Right, here they come. I'm not sure why one person wakes up before everybody else and starts working, but that they do. They start working at 12. That's way too late. Six to 6. 12-hour day, that's what we need. We need that much wood, lads. Right, so they bring the wood into the storage house. Instead of taking it straight to the place that needs it, but that's okay. Really need this to be built because we're already maxed out here. We have no wooden planks. That's a problem. I think I may have wasted that crop. How do I change it? Okay, so you have to hit the no more button. Bit clunky then, not sure why. Right, we're going to do all potatoes because I've been desperately trying to do potatoes for a while now. That hasn't been finished either, the well. We've got all of these chopped logs. Set the priority to max. Come on guys, we need this. Perhaps more than we need this. Another day wasted. Okay. The fishery is not done. Without the logs, without the planks rather, we are in big trouble. And I'm sure it's not going to take long before we need a quarry. Where does the quarry have to go? Right, they will mine stone from the rocks around. So I need to find somewhere that's rocky. Like that. Can't build there. Wonder why. Or eventually. You notice there's a lot less trees in this area than there were at the beginning. We're going to have to start thinking about building another one of these. Perhaps over here. Everyone's in the eatery, having a nice time, chilling out after a hard day's work. Let's hope we get that lumber mill sorted out. Because nothing is going to get built without it. And we did waste an entire harvest of wheat and corn, which is a bit of a shame. We still only have 11 people because we don't have any houses. So the pressure is on. I don't know when the winter's coming. Well, I can guess actually. We've got maybe 2 months. So I've got 2 days of light to get this all built. Big ask. Big ask. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 buildings, each of which needs to have someone working in it. We're looking at 1 person per building at the moment. 5 in the morning, the farmers are up. Planting the potatoes. Good, that'll keep us alive. That well still hasn't been built. What does it need, for goodness sakes? It just needs stone. Come on. Right, finally somebody's working on it. Problem is, we need 15 planks. And unless we could build that, I don't know how we're going to get planks. Shop. Ah, ha ha ha, planks. We'll buy 20. I can't do it for that much. What can I sell? Sell 15 leather. You can sell some wood. We're doing quite well for wood. You can sell wheat. That's weird how you could just buy it. I guess what we're doing is we're buying from the native Indians. I guess that's what they're trying to promote is happening there. And yet we still have no planks. So does it take time for it to arrive? How does that work? I think this is what's going to kill us. What the hell are these things? Are they potatoes? I don't think potatoes look like that, really. But we still have none. The money's gone. The planks of wood have not arrived. Unless they've been... Again, I bought planks of wood. Ah, it's gone up to 4. Don't know where they are. It seems to be building everything other than this, which is incredibly frustrating. I think we're going to struggle here. We may not make it through the first winter the way this is going. You can see we've got a decent pile of logs over there, but we don't get this sawmill sorted out. Big problems. So that's going to give us 4, which is 12. But we're still going to be 3 short. Again, it hasn't gone up, look. Everything else seems to happen instantly, but for whatever reason, the planks are not going up. I'm just going to hope and pray that we get this built. Because I can't really afford to sell anything else. Corn and wheat didn't appear to be on that list either. Still says 4, look. That is a concern. So we don't have much barley. It needs a well for crops, but you know, with the amount of rain that we've had, I'm not sure that's really going to be a problem. Come on, this is max. Right, they should now come and just fix this. See how he's picked up the 4? That puts us within 3, but the 3 I bought have not arrived. And it's August. It's August now. So we'll swap out the ones that are fairly new in the build. Start planting some barley. Aha, we have 5 planks. I don't know where they came from. This could finally save us. I need 2 workers. I'll try that again. Right click. Click. Right click. Click. We've got 2 people now constantly making planks of wood. Everything should get built. Let's make that priority. I need more food, says 𝐃𝐨𝐧𝐚𝐭𝐢𝐨𝐬. There's missing meat, fish, all that sort of good stuff. Let's bring that down to 1 worker. Bring that down to 1 worker. So, oh look, I think somebody's died. We're down to 10 people now. We are going to struggle. And that's August. September, this is the last decent weather day. We're going to have a terrible time. We may not survive the winter at this rate. Sorry, we need 12-hour days now. It's that essential. Seven to 7, the woodcutter types should be up. The farmers come out at 5 till 6. That's 13-hour days. We'll drop that to 12-hour days. You have no meat at all, which is not good. Is there any way of saying I don't want any firewood? I just want to prioritise planks. I don't suppose there is there? Bit frustrating. Right, well, we've got enough potatoes to last us forever. So I'm going to ditch these potatoes even though they're almost ready. And we'll grow some tobacco. Just on the off chance that we might get some. So this is September. This is the last good weather day we've got. And again, he's over here building this well when I've set this one to max priority. I don't know how many times. I do actually like how long it's taking for everything to get built. What is he doing even going up there? That hasn't been priority for ages. Oh, I see he's chopping wood. He's a wood chopper. Wow. It is not obvious which X I need to click. No, I knew it. That was going to take the path out. Right, okay, so you can't destroy buildings that are built. Just roads, it looks like. This is odd. Okay, whatever. So they're all complaining about the lack of food. And I understand why. There's no fish, there's no meat. I wonder how many people are going to make it through this first winter. Right, that's built. That's good. Can we get this prioritized? 47 stone left. If we can get one house built, maybe we'll get one couple and they'll have a baby or two. And that'll kick-start our survival. That's it. September is over. Need 10 more stone for here. Do not have enough people. We didn't even get the pig farm done, the chicken farm done, the fishing hut done. None of that's done. Not a successful first year by any stretch of the imagination. Let's see how bad the winter is. Guessing we won't be able to farm. We may get lucky and just get one batch of tobacco out, which means that, you know, we've kind of got the starting rations of what we need. We have 6 fish left and 2 pieces of wood. Now I assume that we can still chop wood in the winter. Two adults and 5 children, so that could double the number of people we have. That would be good. We won't talk about inbreeding because it's just dangerous territory, to say the very least. So it's 9.3 degrees Celsius. It's getting colder. 9.2, 9.1, 9, 8.9, 8.8. Here we go. The temperature is dropping like a stone. .6, 7.5. That's not too bad. It's still considered sunny. This is quite cool. I like the way that the temperature reflects what the weather is actually doing. Oh, come on, we're nearly there. We've nearly got a house. If we have one house and one animal thing finished before the winter, we might be okay. Oh, here comes a bit of stone, look. Boom! We've got a house at last. And there's a couple in there. And they've not had a baby yet. But they're trying already. They're already at it. Must be freezing in there. Trying to warm themselves up any way they know how. Try and get the chicken thing done. What's she working on? This one. Okay, well that's October nearly done. November's just going to be colder, and then December and January are going to be really cold. We don't have that much wood for firewood either. How's the baby making coming along? Not got there yet. I imagine, based on what I've seen, it's going to take 9 days / 9 months in order for a baby to pop out. So it's one every 9 months. Less than one a year, which is probably not enough. Still, I mean, we could survive on potatoes, a bit of corn, a bit of barley, a bit of wheat. Got some flour, but we've got no way of making bread. Got the hunter as well. I don't know why I didn't build that earlier, to be fair. Not sure I have enough people. Let's not make life any more difficult. We're not going to get much hunting done in the winter. It's like the snow is coming. Yeah, look at that. It's dropped down to 5.1 degrees now. Absolutely freezing. Got to try and survive the winter. We've only got 4 females. Not a good crossover. More men than women is not beneficial for growing your numbers. We need a minimum of 4 houses is what I gather from that. Look at this, we have no wood. A bit of wood over there. I better leave one person on there, haven't I? Oh, that didn't work. Right click. 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 (1.5°C). Nothing's going to grow here. Although he's still out there. Faffing about with it. Something may come of it, you never know. And the light and dark cycle has changed. It's now dark when people get up in the morning, which is kind of cool. I like that. Yeah, the weather's bad. How are we doing over here? Struggling to make enough wood, aren't we? And that well, still not bloody finished. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Come on, chicken farm. If we get the chicken farm sorted, I think we'll be okay. Hey, we got 11 people again. They must have had a baby. They have had one baby. That did not take 9 months. So all of the timing seems a little bit skew-whiff to me. I'm not sure why everything happened so quickly. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's happened quickly. Here we are, struggling like Billy-O just to make ends meet, but I wonder if I could plant any trees. There's a thought. There you go, like statues and seats and street lamps and flower pots. That's slightly random. So as soon as the logs are coming in, they're going straight to the sawmill and straight to whatever needs to be built. This is good. We have 11 people now. So if I look at the stats, 1, 2, 3. Still only 3 females. That's a bit of a concern. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 females. Okay. Well, weirdly enough, we've got no bread, no meat, no fish. Nobody's dying, although they are complaining about how they need more food. So they are all hungry, I grant them that. But the winter doesn't seem to be slowing us down too much. Right, buy some chickens. So how many chickens did I buy? Click. Right click on the lady. That used to work. I don't know why it doesn't work anymore. Hopefully someone will come and sort it out. So if I just got one chicken, that's That's not ideal, is it? Not in the middle of bloody winter. -1 now. So we need to sell some stuff. Maybe I could sell some potatoes. Nobody wants to buy potatoes. Tobacco. And wheat. Right, so we now have a bit of cash. So I need to feed the chickens corn, and from that we'll get eggs and whatnot. Can't seem to get anyone to go and work there. Oh, there we go. It's just taking some corn in for the chickens. So they've got their corn. They took 10 corn, so that's cool. It's good that we've got corn. That's worked out rather well. I've no idea what the pigs eat. But with 10 chickens, you would hope we get 10 eggs a day. That's going to start helping things out. When you've had nothing but potato, an omelette would be most appreciated, I'm sure. Speaking of which, I'm going to have a bit of chocolate. Barney Rogers needs more sleep, apparently. I don't think so, Barney. We're back down to 10 people, look. Ooh, a deer. A stag. Pig or a warthog or something like that. Oh look, gravestones where people have died. I'm hoping we have 10 eggs at the beginning of January. What is going on with that door? Look at the door. Shut the bloody door. Dada. Shut the door, Dada. Letting all the cold in. Crazy, crazy fool. But the chickens seem quite happy. That's easy work, that is. We just need more people now. Do you know what? I think we're going to survive the winter. I don't think this is going to be as difficult as I thought it was. Finding wood seems to be my biggest concern. That is definitely a bear. Now that could be a problem. Because we don't have a hunter or anything. We've only got... Hey, we've got 12 people. Yeah, we don't have a hunter or anything. We got 12 people. A bear could easily eat one or two of them. Getting a bit close to the old houses, isn't he? We don't have any sort of defences that we can build yet. But I haven't seen any sort of progression thing, so to speak. So far, the chickens have produced absolutely nothing. There they are, eating more corn. Ah, 8 eggs. That's good. What on earth was 2 of 2 mean? Does that mean he's fully grown? We'll slaughter a couple of chickens. I guess there's a bit of milk, and then meat rather, and then I'm hoping that the eggs, some of them will become chickens. Oh, we lost another couple. 2 more dead. I think this has to become a priority, doesn't it? Wow, look at that. 46 eggs. No meat. How do I know how many chickens I have? I guess I don't know. I have to keep buying them. Which is weird, because surely the whole point of chickens is that they produce themselves. If you have a cockerel, of course. Well, I'm an hour and a half in, and I barely feel like I've touched the game. There doesn't seem to be a research tree or... any sort of significant growth options. Quite hard, I grant you that. I need to get wood, I need to get planks. There's no workers there. Then we'll get rid of all of that. Start again in the spring. I don't really want to slaughter any of them because they're producing so many eggs. Okay, this is the problem. We don't have enough workers. Hang on a minute, they've got meat and they've got fish. I don't know where they got meat and fish from, but they've definitely got some. Oh, Dalton needs more sleep. Right. We'll only work here 10 hours. How's that? We need you to get out there and find more wood. We need this to be built as well. But whatever happens, the priority needs to be more houses for more babies. Look, we've only got 9 people now. We're really struggling. We're going to slaughter 5 chickens. The food is not really a problem. The biggest problem is wood. What happens if I destroy that though? Oh, you can't destroy houses, can you? Can't destroy houses. Are they actually going out and looking for firewood? I'm not entirely convinced they are. Every building is going to have to come down to just one person. Crikey. It's going to be March now. At least the temperature's coming above freezing at last. They'll stop moaning about firewood. We've only got 8 people left. Look at him down there praying by that cross. That's so cool. Do they just bury them where they die or something? Is that how that works? Someone else out there. Must be her husband or something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. All the women are still alive. It's all the men that are dying. There's equality for you. Yes, it's freezing. It's midnight. It's not very dark for midnight. Oh, you trade with the mainland via the ship. How do I do that then? Is that what this is? So, can I say... Oh, hang on. Buy some wood. So we'll have 50 units of wood, and we'll sell you... What have I got to sell? I haven't got any wood. Alright, we'll sell you some wheat. And tobacco. There you go. That's where it comes from. So the ship doesn't actually go off anywhere or do anything, but we just have to get it. I guess we have to come pick it up, right? So perhaps we need a road, a path there like that. I didn't notice that before. We'll reduce everybody's working hours because everybody's exhausted. Right, so now we've got some wood. Maybe we can get this working. The houses, that's the key, I think. We need one house for every woman. That's my reckoning. That's my calculation. Got plenty of eggs. Absolutely tons of eggs. So 53 of 60, is that how many they've made? I think it's starting to happen. We are going to run out of stone fairly quickly though. Dorothea needs more sleep. Yeah, well I've already reduced your working hours, lady. You only work 6 hours a day. What's your problem? We've only got 6 people left. There's no couple in there anymore. I'm guessing her husband died or something. Wait a minute, you can't have 2 women. You can't have 2 women living there. We need babies produced. I'm not being funny. Well, but, you know, if 2 women live there and it becomes a house of ill repute, then I suppose that works. We don't seem to have that wood. Doesn't seem to be coming in. I don't understand how this works. So she's lost the husband. We're down to 5 people. I'm just going to keep going until we're completely dead, or we somehow miraculously turn this around. But with just 5 people, I'm not quite sure how on earth I'm going to do it. We literally have no workers on anything anymore. And I don't know how to get the resources off the boat. It's an ickle bit frustrating. Right, the weather's starting to perk up a bit. Oh my god. Game over. Everybody died that night. Everybody died on... I think they probably all committed suicide. Oh. Okay. So. It says game over. Great. What do I click on now then? Is there nothing I can click on? It's not going to guide me to the main menu or anything like that. Right. So, I have to give my review. There are some parts that I like, but I'm not sure about how quickly things happen. I'm not entirely sure how I assign people to do jobs. But what I've learnt from that first playthrough is that building houses for people to get together and get married is the priority. Because with just 11 people to start with, you need to be making babies from day one, basically. So that should, I would say, be your priority. But in order for that to work, you need to have enough wood. The food situation, I thought was going to be the biggest problem. Actually, that wasn't a problem at all. We had plenty of food the whole time. It might not have been the best food in the world, but it was food. Yeah, so the biggest problem was trying to get hold of some trees to chop down, and then turning that into planks of wood and using that to build structures. I'd like to play again, just to see if I could do a better job, but with no research tree, I'm not entirely sure what the progression would be. I'm sure there's more could be done there, but maybe if I'd have built a hunter as well instead of a second farm, that would have helped us out. But yes, it's a game, it's an early access game with potential, I think is the best way to put it. £13.49 is the current price on Steam. I would have to say at this point it's one to watch. I'd like to come back and play it again in maybe 3 months' time and see what they've done with it. Maybe if you go and look at their official Discord server and see what the plan is for the game. There's definitely a good game underneath here. But it's difficult to see, you know, if I'd have successfully built those houses and bred more children, it's difficult to see what I would have done in year 2 that would have been any different from what I'd already built, other than building more houses. So yeah, an interesting one, not bad, not excellent. You know, just somewhere in between, I think it's fair to say. So if you found that at all interesting or helpful or whatever, then please do hit the like button and leave me a comment in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Goodbye for now.